Alrighty guys, let me show you what I got going on. I think I'm going to make me a little bit of a long format video here, but I'm changing the hub assemblies or wheel bearings in a 09 Nissan Rogue. Let's see here, I've already done one side. I'm going to turn this around and show you this side. Guys, I've already got it jacked up. I just popped the tie rod loose. I got to pull out the Carter key. Oh, you're going to help? Okay, take that Carter key out. Yep. And we got to take the brake caliper bracket and all off. I'll just unbolt the caliper. I'm going to unhook the sway bar end link. I'm going to pull the two bolts out on the strut right here. That way that'll kick out so the axle will pop out. Well, we got to pull the caliper and bracket so the rotor comes off. Then I'll pop those two bolts out so this drops down. I'll take that 10mm out right there so I can unhook that stupid sensor. I'm probably going to go ahead and pull all this stuff right here loose. That way I can move stuff out of the way. I'll even knock that loose and swing the brake caliper so I can get it over somewhere zip tied up here out of the way. And I'll be back with you momentarily whenever I get it apart. Let's see here. Yeah, I got the brake line, everything loose right there. I've got the sway bar end link loose, tie rod's loose. Just in case y'all were wondering why I unhooked that tie rod, because it makes it a lot easier to do that. So I can turn shit and get in there to, you know, get the stuff. Just makes it easier for me. I've been doing that for years. But alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get those brake caliper bolts, bracket bolts out. I'm going to loosen that up. I'm going to zip tie it up here out the way. And then I'll deal with the nut and the rotor and pulling the rest of that apart. I'll be back with you shortly, guys. Well guys, I see videos all the time talking about, you know, the rust belt and stuff us guys that live in the rust belt have to deal with. And granted, it's not too bad. I mean, granted, that 60 we're building's been in the rust belt probably its whole life. Maybe the floor pans were from them gone. But here, let me turn this around. But that hub assembly actually came out of there really easy. Like the rustiest thing on this whole damn thing's this here dust cover. Looks like that's been bent up and grinding on something too, so we'll check into that. That might have been the noise they was hearing. I didn't get paid for diagnostics. That very well could have been the noise they was hearing. Alright, I'll be back with y'all here in a minute. Alrighty guys, I've got the new hub assembly going back in. I've actually got my socket on my ratchet there, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in here catty corner on them bolts, and that's why I pulled all that apart like I did, so I can just, you know, flop that loose and get in here real easy and work on everything, and not have to pop the ball joint loose. Anywho, I'm going to snug that down, snug catty corner bolts down with the ratchet here, and get that going back together before I hit it with the impact. Alrighty guys, all I done was I snugged up those two bolts catty corner from each other right there, and look, that drawed that up nice and perfect. It's even. Hey, y'all can even see in there for the little dilly for that stupid sensor we pulled out of there. It's lined up perfectly now. Now, it is time to hook the air hose back up to the old ugga-dugga machine and impact go ugga-dugga. And I'm going to hammer them sons of bitches down on there pretty good, because she was hammering pretty good just to get them broke loose and out of there. So that ought to be good enough. I know there's probably a correct and proper torque spec for that. It should be fine. Alright guys, I'll be back with you here in a little bit. Just in case y'all noticed on that, I did not put this dust cover back on there. It is rust-a-fart. It's falling apart. It's all bent up. It's crusty. I do not have one to replace it. Later on, if the customer wants one put back on there, I will put one back on there. And that also being said, you can see right there where that was rubbing. That might have been what was causing the noise. The passenger side wheel bearing seemed really good to me whenever I was turning the driver's side, which is this one right here. Whenever I was holding it up to my ear turning it, I thought maybe I could hear a little bit of something in it. I don't know. That there was a noise in the front end, and that's why we changed the CV axles. Pretty sure that was misdiagnosed. It was more than likely that driver's side wheel bearing, or maybe that right there, you know, where that's ground down flat there. But I've got the hub assembly back in it. I've got the axle fork back through it, and I'm working on getting it all fit back together. So I will be with y'all momentarily. Alrighty guys, I don't know if y'all can hear the radio in the background, but driver's side's all put back together. I've already done the passenger side. So yay! Everything's all put back together. All I got to do is put the tire and wheel on it. Zip the lug nuts down and break out the old torque wrench and torque them to 83 foot-pounds. Don't argue with me on that, guys. I've actually got a wheel torque chart, and that's what it says. Yeah, guys, I go off my wheel torque chart. Goes up. I need to get a new one. That one only goes up to, I think, 2022. But I don't think they've changed much. Anywho, guys, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. I know working on newer stuff isn't really what we do on the channel a whole lot. Don't really care to work on this newer stuff, but yeah, anyway, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Check us out over on the Hammered Monkeys Facebook, and we'll see y'all in the next video.